others. This is what is happening here in Anambra State. Unsurprisingly, it has to be here. The people known for enterprise. The people known for enterprise. And yes, as your chairman did mention, that era where we had massive industrial estates all over the old Anambra, we saw it. Even after the war, under the then sole administrator of Abia Seka, our people came back together again to rebuild and want massive industrial development. But unfortunately, for more than 22 decades now or so, all those industries died. But we are hoping for a new beginning that is rooted, fundamentally rooted. And so when we came in, we defined this, as I said, human capital agenda in terms of rebuilding from first principles to build human capital that is productive at home and exportable abroad. In the area of health, yes, we've gone to the basic principles, starting with the entire ecosystem. Starting from the primary health center, the now in every ward, and now implementing our telemedicine to make sure that we'll get to in a few months' time, we will get to the stage where we can proudly say in Anambra that if you live in a ward, you will have access to a doctor 24/7 through telemedicine. That's in the area of health. And we're taking it to a secondary level. We're building our general hospitals to make sure at least every local government has a world-class functional general hospital, at least one. Some have more. But in the next few months, when we commission several of them that have been completed brand new, then every local government will be assured of having one fundamentally functioning general hospital at the minimum. Some have two, some have three, or as the case may be. At the tertiary level, we're building the largest trauma center, I am told, in Nigeria at our tertiary teaching hospital, and that will actually provide a that's ready, that will soon be ready for commissioning, and the other stuff. Thinking about empowerment, we are taking it from the roots. Anambra people, education, we do well in education. But we are doing even better now. We've taken it from the foundation, going back to primary schools. And the weakest link in our educational system happened to be the government schools. And we saw that that was our weakest link, because the system is as strong as the weakest link. We went back there and focused very intensely, while still providing humongous subsidies and support to mission schools, the ones returned to the churches, which cost the state billions every month in the year to run, to subsidize. We hire teachers, we post teachers to them, we pay their pension, we pay their gratuity and salaries for these places. We also give them some grants, but with an intense focus on the public institutions, rebuilding them from first principles. There is no such thing as smart education without smart teachers, or without available teachers. And we are the first, I am told, in the country, a governor that starts office, and within the first 9 months in office, first started with 5,000 teachers, and second again, and followed that up very quickly with another 3,115, bringing to a total, within a year plus in office, recruited 8,115 teachers to end the era of schools without teachers in Anambra State. Because if you want to know the quality of education you are offering, look at the availability to JSS 3, will be charged a kobo. Now when we try that, now we'll tell you the result of all of this. Now we have extended it from September last year. We now extended it to SS3 or secondary school. So no child in our. It's the same way, even in health, that we started off our free antenatal, free delivery, including free cesarean operations in Anambra, in all public hospitals in the state. And as at December, when we had the latest numbers, as at December, mid-December, already 82,888 women had benefited from a free antenatal, free delivery as at December, with over 400 cesarean operations free of charge in Anambra. So, we're using this, we're very, very deliberate. We're very deliberate about all of this. And now for the youth stuff. It's not just about employing. We've had these thousands, over 1,000 in the health sector employed, 8,000 plus in the education sector, in the security, architecture, and local security, a few thousand there on this direct employment. But then, under our 1 U 2 skills, 5,000 trained and empowered, another 8,300 will soon graduate and will be empowered this year. Another 8,300, they have been undergoing their training since last year. Sooner or later, they will be ready. This is different from the 1,000 that our beneficiaries are training, which is what is happening now. But what is important in the Anambra for us to realize, this program is so popular now, the demand is very high, that actually the 8,300 we have taken is out of an application of over 180,000 youths that applied. We were taking only 8,000 plus. In the next batch, we are looking forward to up to 20,000 participating. Because we are deliberately building the infrastructure, the institutions, and continue to expand capacity, that the facilities for this training are getting into all the nooks and crannies of Anambra State. Because we are using a unique training system, building on our unique apprenticeship system. And you know what? This also calls for collaboration. The partnership with the communities, partnership with the Anambra who have means. And I will continue to appreciate the Anambra for answering to our call for PPCP, public-private community partnerships. I have been going around several communities commissioning roads, private individuals doing 1 kilometer, 2 kilometers, 5 kilometers, standard, durable, 18-kilometer road network in his community. He's late now. We don't remember him for all the petrol stations that he owned. We remember him because he left lasting legacy in his community. Now I'm proud to hear that some others who followed the Anambra are now eager to want to beat his record. And so somebody from a neighboring community in Anocha who has done 16-point-something kilometers says his target is to get to 30 kilometers done in his community. I'm talking about solid standard roads supervised by our own Ministry of Works to standard. I'm not talking about those building hospitals, those building schools. Don't get me wrong. You can have your one-day funeral thing here in Anambra. We'll say we give people befitting living. and decent funeral. Let's celebrate the living. Let us invest that money during the Yuletide season. And when we went into one tent, there were quite a number of the who is who. And somebody said to me, made an introduction and said to me that it's a club of 139 billionaires. That there are 139 in number, that they are all billionaires. And I clapped and I said, this is wonderful. But you know what? Because I don't know, I haven't gone into your pockets. The only way we know that you are a billionaire in Anambra is if you show us the roads that you have done, the schools you have done, the hospitals, or how many thousands of youths you have trained and empowered. If you cannot show us 1,000 youths in Anambra that you have trained and empowered, you are not a billionaire. Go say I guy for Nanya. The only way, that's the only proof. How many thousands of youths have been empowered? Because otherwise the money is useless. Anybody can say I have 1 trillion or 10 trillion. It means nothing. They say money is what money can buy. In this case, we say money is what money can do. Is how many persons money has empowered. That's the whole thing. Now we get on from this youth empowerment day, so I'm using this opportunity to call on the Anambra who have means. That part of what we now need to do is not what we eat, how much are you going to eat? How much are you going to drink? How many rooms are you going to sleep on? Or how many beds will you sleep on? Those who led the thing, who led the way, who led the pathway, who showed us that we are the people who value our communities and what we are doing under our youth skills and what these young men and women are doing today is going back to that spirit of Anambra. They have just benefited, not barely 1 year ago, and they are here today to give back by helping to train others. So if they themselves as young millionaires are now volunteering their resources, and by the way, I want to put it on record that this whole event is organized and funded by them. This is not a government event. It's very important to make this point. This event is not a government event. This is an event by them, organized